Good morning, wrestling fans. Today is Friday, February 21st, 2024. Lance Brock here, and the madness of this big pro wrestling weekend that starts today. And I'm definitely looking forward to it. Hopefully everyone else is as well. As I mentioned, this big pro wrestling weekend has now begun with New Japan Pro Wrestling New Beginning in Sapporo, which took place this morning. I'll try to talk more about that hopefully tonight on 360 Wrestling Fanatic. Some of the big matches on that show: Zack Sabre Jr. versus Yuji Nagata, Hiroshi Tanahashi versus Matt Riddle, Nick Nemeth making his NJPW in-ring debut, taking on the IWGP Global Champion David Finlay, and the final New Japan Pro Wrestling match of Katsuchika Okada. That's all on the New Beginning in Sapporo, and I was able to get up this morning to watch on NJPW World, but as I said, I will talk more about that show hopefully on a new episode of 360 Wrestling Fanatic tonight, so stay tuned. But this morning on Good Morning Wrestling Fans, gonna do a quick preview of tonight's premium live event on TNA Plus, TNA No Surrender, which all the action kicks off at 7:30 on the Countdown to No Surrender, which will be free on most of TNA's social media platforms. First, we have tag team action. Speedball Mike Bailey and Trent Seven taking on the Rascals, Trey Miguel and Zachary Wentz. The System tag team of Eddie Edwards and the most professional wrestler Brian Myers, along with Alicia Edwards, will be taking on the team of Kushida and Kevin Knight. Another rude car just drove by. They always do that for some reason. And on to the main card, TNA No Surrender on TNA Plus. The TNA Knockouts Tag Team Championships are on the line. Decay, Rosemary, and Jessica Havoc defending against MK Ultra, Killer Kelly, and Masha Slamovich. Should be a good match. I can kind of see Decay retaining in this one to still be Knockouts Tag Team Champions. And next up, Monsters Collide. It will be PCO taking on Khan. I'm sure that'll be a brutal, barbaric, anything goes match. And I see PCO getting the win in this one. Also, the winner will become the new number one contender for the TNA World Heavyweight Championship. Eric Young taking on Frankie Kazarian. A little while back on Impact, Frankie Kazarian turned on fellow TNA original Eric Young. So these two are going to go at it at No Surrender tonight. Should be a good match. I could kind of see Kazarian getting the win in this one, to continue the feud, keep it going a little bit, get some heel heat on Kazarian. Also, this should be a pretty interesting match to see. The Walking Weapon, Josh Alexander, taking on Simon Gotch. Simon Gotch debuted in TNA a few weeks or so back. And Josh Alexander, I would definitely put him on the list of the best pro wrestlers in the world today. So I think we're going to be in for a treat as far as that match goes tonight. Also tonight at No Surrender is the final match in the best of 3 series for the TNA World Tag Team Championships. We have the defending TNA World Tag Team Champions, ABC, Ace Austin and Chris Bay, taking on the Grizzled Young Vets, which the first 2 matches of this best of 3 series have been very good. It is tied 1-1. So whoever gets the victory tonight is walking out No Surrender as the TNA World Tag Team Champions. We have another in-ring TNA debut tonight. The TNA X Division Championship is on the line. TNA X Division Champion Chris Sabin is taking on Mustafa Ali, making his TNA in-ring debut tonight. I'm sure this one could steal the show, I think. And this one is definitely one of my picks for matches that is definitely one you're going to want to check out. As far as a prediction goes, I gotta go with Chris Sabin. I am sure Ali is going to have a very good run in TNA, but I don't think I would pull the trigger just yet, putting one of the major championships on him, especially the X Division, one of the main things in TNA's history. And I'd say Chris Sabin going over tonight, retaining the X Division Championship. But I am sure that this will be a great match. Could definitely steal the show, as I said. But definitely gotta go with Sabin. But I definitely expect Mustafa Ali to have a lot of success in TNA. But who knows? Maybe we will see a new X Division champion here tonight at No Surrender. The Impact Knockouts World Championship is on the line. TNA Knockouts champion Jordynne Grace taking on the winner of the Ultimate X match at Hard to Kill, Giselle Shaw. This should be a good one. Giselle Shaw now on her own, getting rid of the Shawtrage, and she has the momentum coming out of Hard to Kill with that victory in the Ultimate X, earning this title shot tonight. But also, Jordynne Grace has been on a roll, has had a good run as Knockouts champion, appeared in the Royal Rumble. And it's a tough one, but if I had to pick a winner for this one, I'd have to go with Jordynne Grace. As good of a competitor Giselle Shaw is, she's a really great heel. But if it was up to me, I would keep the title on Jordynne Grace. Let her be the face of the Knockouts division in TNA. but that's just me. And the main event of tonight's TNA No Surrender is a No Surrender rules match for the TNA World Championship. The TNA World Champion Moose defending against the former champion who he defeated for that title, Alex Shelley. As much as big of a Alex Shelley fan I am, this match tonight, I think Moose is going to retain. I'm not sure how as of right now, but I think that the system is going to get involved somehow, cause some interference or something, costing Alex Shelley the match and helping Moose retain the TNA World Championship tonight. So I hate to say it, but I am picking Moose to defeat Alex Shelley tonight in the No Surrender rules match for the TNA World Championship. So there it is. That's the card for tonight's TNA No Surrender, which will be available on TNA Plus, on Triller Plus, and YouTube for Ultimate Insiders. So definitely check it out on one of those streaming platforms. But I definitely recommend checking out TNA Plus just to see if you like it, even if it's just for 1 month. I don't think you'll change your mind at the end of the month, because it is a very good app. I have been happy with it since I've been a subscriber, so I'm sure everyone else will be too. And last night, there is a new episode of 360 Wrestling Fanatic available, episode 560. Not is it available everywhere where it usually is on Spreaker and anywhere else you can listen to podcasts, but for the first time in quite a while, I did a special live stream episode of 360 Wrestling Fanatic. I was a little rusty since it's been so long since I've done a live stream or anything like that. So it took me a few minutes to finally get the hang of it, but I did eventually go live on YouTube. So check that out. I know there are 2 channels of 360 Wrestling Podcasts, but maybe if you can, subscribe to both of them, like the video, subscribe, comment, share, all the good stuff that you're supposed to do on YouTube. I'm definitely not a YouTube expert, but that is all for this Friday morning episode of 360. Good morning, wrestling fans. Just want to thank everyone for tuning in, and this is definitely not the last of me you will hear this weekend. Got so many shows to watch, got so many shows to talk about, and only one show has happened yet. The first night of New Japan Pro Wrestling New Beginning in Sapporo. Tonight, TNA No Surrender. WWE Friday Night SmackDown. AEW Rampage. We got tomorrow morning, the second night of New Beginning in Sapporo. WWE Elimination Chamber Premium Live Event. And tomorrow night, the return to Saturday night of AEW Saturday Collision. All of that pro wrestling to watch. But hey, to be honest, I'm excited and I'm looking forward to it. So hopefully everybody else is too. And I'll be back sometime with 360 Wrestling Fanatic. Not sure when, not sure how, not sure if I'll be doing just audio or a live stream as well. I'll have to wait and see. Call it in the ring, brother, like they say. But until then, have a great pro wrestling day.